screen. That's kind of weird. I had it back and then I was like, no, it seems too close or it seems too far. I'll move it back. So, all right, so how are you guys doing today? It is Tuesday. And so it's time for our live at 5, and I'm really excited to be here with you guys today. Oh, it's really bugging me that it does that. So it tells you it's going to have this one screen, and then it doesn't have that screen. So, all right, so, okay, I think I can't have the top of my head cut off. So, anyway, so how are you guys? We are going to get started here, and let me put my notes where I can see them, because we got a lot to talk about here. So thank you guys for joining me. My name is Jennifer Soto. I have been with Pampered Chef for almost 25 years, and I absolutely love to cook. I very much love to eat, and I love to share tips with you guys. So that's why I'm here, and guess what? Thanksgiving is almost here. It's almost time for Thanksgiving. I can hardly believe it. So today I'm here to help you. I'm going to make a couple of side recipes, 2 easy sides that are super delicious, and that is air fryer Brussels sprouts. Even if you don't like Brussels sprouts, you should try this. Brussels sprouts are really delicious, and they're not your mama's Brussels sprouts. I mean, I know when I had Brussels sprouts growing up, my mom boiled them and they were disgusting. That's the way we used to cook them. But we have so many different options to cook them now, so many different ways to add flavor and to make them taste so great. As a matter of fact, it's one of my favorite things to get when I go to a restaurant. So we're gonna go ahead and make that today. I'm gonna show you guys how to make Brussels sprouts in the air fryer. There's a couple different ways to do it. We're going to use the rotisserie basket. And then I'm going to show you how to make some pressure cooker mashed potatoes. So we're actually going to start with the mashed potatoes. Because they're going to take a little bit of time to cook, and there's a couple of different ways to do this. So I don't think I have my pressure cooker guide out here, but one of the things that I always do is prep my mashed potatoes and stuff like that. I prep all of my potatoes in the deluxe multi-cooker, because it cooks them, which is a pressure cooker, and it cooks them so much faster than trying to boil them, and it's just easier to prep all of that together. So that's going to save me a lot of time. It takes about 10 minutes to cook them before you add them to a recipe. So the recipe I'm actually using today, which is linked as a first comment, it's pinned as a first comment, it's called pressure cooker mashed potatoes, and we're going to follow it exactly. It's not exactly what I typically do. My favorite mashed potato recipe is the Pioneer Woman's recipe, so I'll post that in the comments too. It is delicious, but I always cook my potatoes in the multi-cooker, and I cook them the day before. And I mix everything up and I get it together, and it's all ready the day before, and I put it in a fridge safe container. Then I can heat them up in the either in the microwave or in the oven on Thanksgiving Day. So that's an easy way that you can prep ahead of time. But we're going to go ahead and make these pressure cooker mashed potatoes, because this is something you can do on Thanksgiving Day that's really, really simple. Okay, so the first thing is we need to prep our potatoes, and there's only 3 of us at the house here, so I'm just going to do a small version of this. This recipe actually calls for 3 pounds of potatoes. We're just using about 1.5 pounds. So I'm going to cut these in half, okay, and I'm going to cut them in half, and then I'm going to use my veggie wedger here to wedge them into spears, okay, and in that way I'll put them in the basket. Now I'm going to use my basket. You can use a basket, or you can use any other microwave or pressure safe, any other bowl that will go in your pressure cooker or your deluxe multi-cooker. I keep wanting to say micro cooker, but deluxe multi-cooker. So you can use any bowl that will go in that. All right, so you can see it's really easy to just cut these into spears. Perfect for if you want to do steak fries. So I've got this all full right here. We can use our steamer baskets for this as well. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick this in the pressure cooker. And I need to add a cup of water. You always need to add water. It uses steam to cook, steam and pressure. So we're going to add a cup of water, which I already have pre-measured. And then turn on the pressure cooker. And it says add the potatoes and place in the inner pot, cook on custom for 20 minutes. So we want to cook on custom. I don't ever use custom, so, oh, there's custom's the first one. Yep, I want to do it custom, and then we want to do, what did it say? 20 minutes. Okay. And then we'll hold it down to get it to start. Now that's why we needed to do that, because it has to cook for a little bit longer. Okay, so that when those come out, they'll be ready for us to mix together. So while that's prepping, let's go ahead and get our air fryer potatoes ready, our air fryer Brussels sprouts ready. So we're going to use, we're going to actually use the, what's it called again? Okay, because what is this called? It's called the veggie wedger. We're going to use the veggie wedger again. So I forgot to trim these. I was standing around going, oh, I have so much time, but you want to trim these first. Okay, get that hard little piece off the end. Okay, and you can, there's a couple of different ways to prepare your Brussels sprouts. If you want to have the big chunky Brussels sprouts, you can just cut them in half. And if I was going to cut them in half, I would just use my close and cut and stick them in there and then just slice them in half. That's an easy, fast way to do it. Today, we're going to actually use the veggie wedger because we're going to cut them into basically 6 pieces. So I'm just going to take it here and then go, and then I've got them into some pieces that'll be bite-sized. They'll cook really fast. Kind of creates that flakiness. Now, you can, when you're doing this in the air fryer, there's a couple of different ways you can do this. We're going to use the basket, okay? But you could use the trays if you wanted to. Just use the trays. And you can, of course, do this on a stone in the oven, okay? That's another way to do it, especially if you have convection, and it'll cook really fast. But the recipe is basically the same either way. You're going to cut these up. You can cut them into quarters. This cuts them into 6, so they're nice. I like to have the small pieces. Here's another tip. After you cut up your Brussels sprouts, soak them in water for like 10 minutes, especially if you're only going to cut them in half. That will help them to stay really nice and moist in the middle. So that's just kind of a quick tip for you. It's one of those things that you can prep the night before, let them sit in the water overnight if you want to. So, okay. All right, this is dishwasher safe. It's really good for onions or for potatoes or Brussels sprouts like we have here. This is a lot of Brussels sprouts because I can tell you that I am probably going to be the only one to eat these Brussels sprouts. But we're going to make the whole thing. Okay, so we just need a little bit of oil, okay? And then we're going to toss it with some salt and pepper, okay? So I have my salt, my Himalayan sea salt right here. Okay, so one of my favorite places to get, I mean, at the steakhouses, I love to get the Brussels sprouts. They're just so good. Sometimes I'll get a salad and I'll get a side of Brussels sprouts to go with it, and then just toss it in my salad. That adds a nice warm thing instead of chicken. Of course, they usually have lots of oil and fat on them. That's okay. I think they taste amazing. We're also going to cook some bacon to go with these. So when they're done, we will have bacon, and we're going to put some raspberry habanero sauce on the top because we sell raspberry habanero sauce. You can use a spicy chili sauce if you want to. Lots of different things you can do. But we're going to use the raspberry habanero. We have the spicy pineapple as well. That would be another good one to use. All right, so I've got these tossed with oil. I'm going to put them in the basket. Okay. Okay, they're so good you could just eat them plain like that. Okay, we're in the basket. I'm going to go in the air fryer. I should have used a tool to do this, but I didn't, of course. So we've got them in here. Excuse me. That's not right. So it helps, you know, if you know what you're doing. So. There we go. You have to get that lodged in there on the left, okay, because it's going to be on the rotisserie. So we're going to just air fry And I'm going to switch it down to 20 minutes also. Actually, I'm going to do 15 and check on them. And then I'm going to press it and it's going to start and I hit rotate. And so I don't think you can see, but the basket is rotating in there. Okay? So now I'm going to take this stuff right here and just put it in the sink. So, all right. So while that's cooking, I was like, oh my gosh, that's so easy. When it comes out, we're gonna cook some bacon so that when it comes out, I can toss it with the bacon, and then I can toss it with the bacon, and then pour the habanero sauce over the top of it, and we'll have that sweet and spicy kind of chili flavor, and so that'll be really, really delicious when those come out. When the mashed potatoes come out, we'll go ahead and get those together as well. So, but in the interim, we're going to do something else. We're going to cook the bacon. Okay, so that's cooking. It's in the small 8-inch saute pan. Okay, and I wanted to remind you guys about a couple of things that we have while we're waiting. Wanted to remind you guys about our holiday sale. So we have in November, for November 22, just available for the rest of this month, or while supplies last. Anything is always while supplies last, because we have a amount that we set aside to sell, and if we run out, then that's what we have. So. But I wanted to remind you guys about this holiday sale. So this is the cast iron Dutch oven. And it is a deep pot. Now, as soon as I tried to remember what the size was, I couldn't remember. But anyways, it's a nice deep pot. It's I think it's 5-quart Dutch oven. Perfect for making soups and stews and all kinds of things on your stove top. So that is really, really nice. It's a cast iron. It's a cast iron pan. It's enameled cast iron, so it's coated. It's normally like $200. It's on sale for $99. Okay, so that's a pretty good deal. And it's perfect if you're going to make, you want to make those, something that needs to be, you're going to make your turkey soup after you have Thanksgiving. Now, this is also another really great pan. This is our cast iron enameled baker, on sale also for $99. And so that is half price. It's $199 normally. It'll fit a 15-pound bird. It has a removable rack in here, and then you can take the bird out and then use this on top of the stove to make your gravy. So that's pretty cool. It's oven safe and of course stovetop safe, so that's nice. Go ahead and put that back right here. Another thing you might need for Thanksgiving is carving set. So this really nice carving set, and it comes with, in a case, and it comes with a knife and then the fork, and it's one of our forged cutlery pieces, has a lifetime guarantee, and this is on sale for $99 as well. There's 4 items that are on sale for $99. So you have until November 15th to order these and get them in time for Christmas, or in time for Thanksgiving. So that's until next Tuesday. So you can go ahead and order these. If you're in a party, then you can go ahead and order them on the party. Your order will be submitted before the cutoff date, and you'll have them before Thanksgiving. How awesome is that? And then this last one right here, this is the stainless steel wok. This is probably the best deal out of the bunch because it is a $240 pan that's on sale for $99, okay? On sale for $99. So exciting. It has the non-stick coating on the inside. It comes with a lid, has a helper handle. I mean, look at this. It looks brand new, but I use it all the time. So that is a really big special that we've got going on right now. So that's the special, the holiday special that we've got going on just for November. Okay, and then we also have great host special. If you host your party this month, then there's still time to party and get your stuff by Thanksgiving. When you host a party this month, you can get any one of these items for only $40. So that's a really amazing deal. Of course, you can get anything in the catalog, 60% off, any one item, 60% off when you host a party in the month of November. So that's exciting. And I have a little extra bonus. When anybody hosts their party the week of November 29th, which is after Cyber Monday, you host your party that week, then you're going to get a little extra bonus as thank you for me. So think about that. Check your calendar. We can do in-person parties if you're in Colorado. in Denver or Colorado Springs, Pueblo maybe. Or if you want to do an online party, I can do those anytime. Or if you just want to pass around a link. I mean, a lot of people like to, at this time of year, just pass around a link. Text your friends a link, have a link-only party. It's kind of like the old school catalog party when you used to pass around catalogs. Of course, I can get you some catalogs if you want to do that as well. You're going to see people over the holidays, over Thanksgiving. Might as well get some of your either holiday gifts or your holiday gifts or your things that you need for baking and cooking over the holidays. Get those for free. So, and then, so that is a little bit about what's going on. Okay, now I told you guys, had a little bonus, I had a little thing that I was going to do because we had time. And I'm going to make some whipped cream. All right, so I need to get my whipping cream out. Whipping cream is one thing you don't want to leave out if you're going to be doing like, you know, if you want to cook with it, it's not a good idea to leave it out. So we're just going to make a quick little batch of whipped cream. We just need a cup of our whipping cream. Part of the reason for that is the mashed potatoes use whipping cream, and this is what came. Okay, that's the smallest size they had at Target today. So we put our whipped cream in here. We need a couple of tablespoons of powdered sugar and a teaspoon of our vanilla, and we're going to use our Madagascar double strength vanilla, so very vanilla-y. You want to have flavored whipped cream, then you just add different flavors, different extracts. So you could add some bourbon in there, or you could add some, let's see, what else could you, or whiskey, or you could add like an orange flavor, a mint flavor, mint extract, okay? So we just want 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. You can also use honey. I love honey whipped cream, it tastes so good. We're just gonna use powdered sugar here today. Okay, and then we're going to use the Flex Plus. I'm going to turn this off because this is pretty much cooked. Not completely cooked, but it's pretty much cooked. Okay, so we're going to use the Flex Plus. So the Flex Plus is your holiday helper. It is going to save you so much because it's 3 tools in 1. Okay, so I've showed you guys this before. So if you want to, we're going to use the hand mixer, but it also has an immersion blender. You can use that to make your mayonnaise or to make your whipped cream as well, or you can use the food processor to chop up all your stuff for your stuffing. How cool is that? Oh, we need a battery on here. Click our battery on. So it's kind of like a power tool, right? And so it's on full strength, and we'll go ahead and get this going. I'm just going to whip it here. Now, you want to make sure that if you're using a hand mixer, that you're not using a glass bowl. That's a big tip for you. Use a metal bowl, use a plastic bowl, but don't use a glass bowl, because a hand mixer in a glass bowl can cause chips. So I love these mixing bowls. This is the medium one. This is brand new. I love these mixing bowls because they have a rubber footing on the bottom, so they don't slide around, which is really nice. And then they're dishwasher safe, and they stack inside of each other. And this is whipping up really nicely. A little bit more. It doesn't take but a couple of minutes to do it. Whoop. Did you guys see that? This is why I'm not a baker. I'm always making a mess somewhere. All right. Let me get a spoon so I can show you what this looks like. That spoon's a little bit dirty. I think I need a new dishwasher. But look. Nice whipped cream. Mmm. Super tasty. Very tasty. And it was so fast. And then I control the ingredients that are in there. If I want to use honey, I can use honey. If I want to make it flavored, I can make it flavored. All kinds of different options. So I want to show you while we're here. Oh my goodness, that's so good. Okay, I want to show you how this works. Okay, so this is the food processor. I haven't used the food processor for you guys yet, so I don't have a video to show you, but I do want to show you. So this is the grating blade. You can grate a bunch of cheese in here. You just take the slicing blade off, or the chopping blade off. You put this on. Slide this on. We're just going to take that off. Put that over there. Okay, so I've got my end here. I need to disconnect my battery. I'm going to put this on. I'm going to turn this around so you guys can see it. Okay, put that on. Stick my battery on. And then I need to push the button so that it goes up. Oh, right here. Push this button so that it goes up. Okay, so I've got it to the highest level because I want to do it highest level. And then I just push the button. And you hold it for a second and then it starts. Oops. Turned it off. All right, there you go. Can you hear it? It's very quiet. That's perfect for grating, okay? If we wanted to chop ingredients for our stuffing, then we just use this one. This is the chopping blade. And we put this in here, put our ingredients. I mean, you can put your carrots and your celery in there. If you need to make your breadcrumbs, you need to crumble up your breadcrumbs, whatever. Pop that in there. We're going to turn it on. We push the button back here to turn it on, and then it gets going. It's very powerful. It'll chop up all of your ingredients. You can make your salsa in here, and then all of these bottom parts, they're all dishwasher safe. So that's another thing that's really nice. This bowl, it doesn't have a hole in it. So it's really easy to clean, but it's dishwasher safe. Also has rubber on the bottom to prevent that from sliding around and everything. So so this is what it comes with. This set. It comes with two. It comes with two of the blades. This one has a thick grate and a softer grate, and then it comes with this one. And this one is the slicing blade. And so you have thick and thin slices as well. Okay, and so just depending on if you put it on this way or this way. So that's kind of nice. So we'll stick this back in here. And I got this little basket at Target. If y'all didn't know, there's like a Target like 5 minutes from me. So I get a lot of things at Target. I mean, it is so close. It's almost scary how close it is. So these are for mixing like eggs or cookie batter or something like that. So we're going to take this off. It comes with a recharger, and we'll just put this in here. Okay? Make this. I like this to go like this. I like it to go a certain way. I know. And then it has this. This is the immersion blender. So if you were to click this on, you could use your immersion blender in here, or you could use this directly in your pot to make your gravies or whatever. But you can make mayonnaise in there. I could have actually done the whipping cream in there as well. So see, those only have a couple more minutes left. Let's go ahead and drain that. Get some of that butter off. You could toss it with the butter if you wanted to, or not the butter, but the oil. You could toss it with the oil if you wanted to. But I'm not going to. Okay, so we've got the oil right there. And then I'm going to break these up a little bit more. I'm just going to use my shears to break this up a little bit more. These are kind of like long pieces like this, and I really want them smaller. So I'm just going to turn my scissors upside down and chop this up a little bit. I just cut the bacon into slices before I cooked it. That's typically, if I have bacon that's going to go in a recipe or on top of something. And I use the thick sliced bacon because that's what they use at the restaurants, is the thick sliced bacon. And it was so easy to cook it in the little pan there. These go in the dishwasher for easy cleaning. Okay, so let me get my tool out to get this out. Don't burn myself. And I need my oven mitt. So the basket is really warm when it comes out. So that's why we want to use the tool and then to open it up. So the tool is just, makes it so easy to get this out. I'll put my oven mitts on so I can open this up. Oh my gosh, these look so amazing. This was just 15 minutes. They're nice and crispy. This goes in your dishwasher top rack. Okay, so we've got these right here. I'm gonna toss with the bacon a little bit. So, okay, so so now you've got this tossed with bacon. You have some options. You can put a little bit of balsamic vinegar on here. You can put some fresh Parmesan on here. You could toss with some Parmesan, some of our garlic Parmesan oil. You could put additional seasonings on here. But like I said, I'm gonna put a little bit of this raspberry habanero sauce on here to give it a little bit of a sweet and a spicy flavor. And I'm not gonna put a whole bunch. I'm making a big mess here. But these look amazing. They just look beautiful. Let's taste. Mmm, so good. Restaurant quality. 15 minutes, you guys. Now, I'm gonna put it in this bowl right here. We are having this for dinner. So, stick them in the insulated bowl. That's gonna keep them warm until dinner. That is so amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so impressed. So super, super simple, super, super easy. This still has 9 minutes left on it. So we're gonna let that continue to cook. When it gets done, we're just gonna mash it. I'm actually gonna use the Flex Plus, but I'm gonna use the other blades, and I'm gonna mash it up right in there. I'm gonna pour the water out, mash it up right in there, do the we just need to add some butter and some whipping cream and then some salt and pepper, and then that's good to go. I'm actually gonna do it in here, I think. So when it comes out, I'll do it right in here so we can taste that little stray piece of bacon. Better take care of that. So that'll be super simple. Let's see if this is ready. 8 minutes left. I kind of feel like it should be. I'm really not patient, you guys. Okay. I'm gonna expel the air. You take the blades off of that. There's a lot of pressure built up in there. All right. So we are actually eating all of this for dinner tonight. I'm going to do a flank steak in the oven as well. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put that in the oven. So it'll be ready when Heaven gets home. And I'm roasting some asparagus just for my husband because he cannot have Brussels sprouts. He's allergic. One of the things he's allergic to. So it's going to take a minute for this to come out. And I'm going to go ahead and put this in here already. Okay. This is the Measure All cup. So handy. This makes a great gift. Like if you're getting gifts for teachers and stuff, Measure All cup. Get the little one cup Measure All cup. Throw some Smarties in there. And then wrap it up and say, thanks for helping me measure up, or thanks for helping me be a smartie, you know, those kind of things. Great gift for teachers. Okay, so it looks like we've got all the air released. We'll push off. Set this on here. Grab those oven mitts again because it's going to be hot. And it's done. These look done. I didn't peel them. You could totally peel them. I like the skins on my potatoes. I didn't even think about that because I like the skins on my potatoes. But if you don't like the skins on your potatoes, don't peel them. Okay, so we're just gonna use this to mash it. So that recipe says 20 minutes. You do not need 20 minutes. These are really, oh my gosh, really delicious. Looks so good. All right, let me add some salt and pepper. And I used oat milk butter, and then I used regular cream. There's just a little bit of cream in there, so don't tell my husband. I'll probably notice it later. Gives him a good bellyache. But I can make him some of his own. Watson. Sorry, guys. He thinks he needs to. Okay, so this is all mixed up in here. Might need to add some more salt. Potatoes always need a little bit more salt. Really good. Super creamy. Oh my gosh, very creamy. Delicious. Definitely needs a little bit more salt. Not a whole lot more. But that's it, guys. In 30 minutes, I made whipped cream and 2 Thanksgiving sides. And the cool thing about it is, you can add more Brussels sprouts. You could do the Brussels sprouts in batches. You could add more potatoes, definitely more potatoes. And it's gonna take you the same amount of time. You could do more whipped cream and it might take you an extra minute if you're doing a second cup of whipped cream. There's no reason that your food doesn't have to be inexpensive and from scratch. And you don't have to lose your mind trying to make your Thanksgiving dinner. So I hope this helped, and stay tuned because next week, I think we're gonna do boards. I think we're gonna do a hummus board. So you guys have seen butter boards, you've seen Nutella boards, peanut butter boards. I'm the only one that's gonna eat it, so we're gonna do like a hummus board. How does that sound? So I'll show you guys how to put that together, what ingredients you might wanna put on there, and you can make it with anything you want. Like if you're gonna do Nutella, you could do it with all kinds of great desserts, okay, on your board. So kind of like a charcuterie board, just very, very different. So stay tuned because next week we're gonna be doing that. Oh, and if you liked my apron, you can get this apron for $25. Comes for the free business. We have a startup kit available just until Monday, November 14th. And when you order that, you're gonna get the apron and you're gonna get the website and your business and you could possibly earn money to pay for college or money to pay for Christmas, but also lots of great products as well. So, all right, if you enjoyed this, like, share, follow, and make sure that you shop. And I am here if you have any questions, you need help with gift ideas or anything else. And I better get off because my puppy's having a cow. All right, guys, have a great day.